All right. Are we good?
Yeah, I think
We
we're good.
ready?
I'm
All
ready.
right, cool. Uh, how do you start one of these things?
Well,
Hello, everybody. My name is Jason. I'm one of the editors at WTF Gamers Only, and this is, I guess, the first of many video podcast things that I'm going to be doing for the website, especially the YouTube channel. I have a special guest for my first time helping me out with this. My good friend Ernest. Ernest, say hello.
yeah, thanks for having me.
Ernest is a avid video game player, probably more than myself. A lot, actually.
Uh,
I know that for a fact.
I
How
don't
many
know,
games would you
just
say that you have, man?
um,
We don't have to give exact numbers, but just rough estimate.
probably closing in at around 700.
Yeah, high five for that. That's awesome, man. What would you say your favorite console is out of the entire collection that you have and have the most games for?
um, Probably either. I think overall the Super Nintendo is my favorite,
Yeah, let's
but
see. Old Glory, huh?
it's just the best all
Yeah.
around. You know,
If you name 5 games you couldn't live without from Super Nintendo, what would it be?
from Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Well, definitely Castlevania 4, Super Mario World, Contra 3,
hmm
Earthbound, and the last one is tough.
we
Little
were
bit.
we were talking about like superpowers combining and stuff like that, and now we're here finally. We talked about wanting
Yeah,
to do this and sitting down and chopping it up,
for a good
and
minute.
yeah, it's finally cool to have you up here, man, and
Good
to
looking out.
yeah, man. Um, One of the reasons why I called you over was to help me with this video because I was having a hard time talking to myself about the Ouya, and I figured it'd be easier to show somebody else and record it, and other people can relate to the banter that we may have about the service and what
Yeah.
we like about it and what sucks or what's good, or So it should make for an interesting view for people. So without further delay, let's get to the bare bones of why we're doing this. For those that don't know, the Ouya itself is an Android-based console that pretty much blew up on Kickstarter. It had quite the following.
It started off, with like a lot of steam, but I guess once it came out, the general perception was that it wasn't like too too much of a quality device.
Right, because it is Android-based. It's not the
Just I mean
hardware.
like the craftsmanship of it, of
Right,
the
the hardware
sturdiness of the
itself.
actual, yeah.
The hardware itself isn't really capable of playing those AAA caliber games that you would expect to see
Yeah,
on.
plus I mean even at its best, even if it was the most perfect device, so
Mhm.
you have a perfect device that can play Android games. So what? Like if you could sit down and play a game, why would you waste your time playing just an Android game? Even a good Android game.
Right. And also something that I've noticed being an Ouya owner myself is that um, when they announced the unit, they announced that all these fairly popular at the time apps would be available for it, like
Yeah.
OnLive and YouTube, which is on there now as of like the last day or two, really, literally. But that stuff was promised, and just now those apps are slowly starting to creep in, like more than a year later, I think.
Yeah.
So,
I mean that's ridiculous a year later.
so it definitely hadn't lived up to its hype, but it is very developer friendly in terms of the
Yeah,
indie
it's like an
games.
open,
Yeah, it's very
device.
open sourced.
Yeah.
Um,
But again, even still, so you can make a really great Android
right,
game. That's cool, but the biggest sell of that is the fact that it's mobile. And
right,
once you take away the mobile functionality, like even if it's, perfect experience,
right. It is very small. It's about maybe a little bit bigger than the size of a Rubik's cube. Um,
even still, you still have to plug it into
right.
something. I mean, when you
Yeah.
have
It
a
only
typical
has an H.
Android,
Right. It only
it's
has
on
an
your phone.
HDMI out, and it does support Wi-Fi built in and have a wired connection.
I mean,
Uh,
that's cool, still,
yeah.
but you still have to have like a screen you'd have to attach it to, rather
Right.
than just using your
It
phone.
is a console. Yeah. At the end of the day, definitely.
So
So normally that would persuade maybe gamers to not really consider it. There have been certain
Unless you're
apps.
really into them, you know.
Yeah, there actually had been certain apps that have helped drive the popularity of the unit, namely XBMC. XBMC is a. Are you familiar with XBMC,
No,
Ernest?
what's
XBMC pretty much is an app that allows you to stream TV shows and movies.
hmm.
I'm
But
not
still,
sure if
why
it's.
go through all that trouble to?
I'm not sure if it's exactly legal. I would never, obviously for obvious professional reasons, never condone illegal bootlegging. But
honestly, illegal bootlegged stuff just doesn't feel the same to me.
yeah, it's
Even though
so.
technically it is exactly the same, just I don't know, something is lost in that transition.
So because of the advent of that program and people really dwelling into it, it's been harder to find in certain locations selling out. But it hasn't really been wowing a lot of people as a game system, other than the few indie games that
I was
are
kinda
on
surprised.
Steam that are on Steam as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now it looks like that they're trying to change that a little bit. I'm not sure if we're going to be seeing more of this. It seems like it's kind of going that route, and I'll show how and how that may be implemented in a subscription. We'll get to that in a second. Basically, this company called PlayCast has we can see on the screen right there under my favorites. PlayCast is now offering cloud gaming for the Ouya and probably other units as well, like mobile tablets and computers. And it's interesting because now it seems like the Ouya might be in a position where, hey, for people who can't afford to drop 200 still on an Xbox, the Xbox still goes for 200, 250. For $100 or maybe $70. Sometimes these go on sale for $70 at Target. When they're trying to clear their stock.
Yeah, that's
This might
cool.
be
You know,
this might
that's
be
cool.
this might be a decent alternative depending on where they take this and how
It
much they
is.
offer it for. You know what I mean?
It is, but still, it's like, man, I would just
The
rather
controller
s-
itself, I'm gonna let you hold and play some
Yeah,
of this
yeah.
for a
Let me
little
see this
bit
controller.
while we talk about this. So this
Alright.
is gonna be all Ernest playing
Oh,
from this
shit.
point forward. So these are gonna be his first reactions to the Ouya itself, because he's never played one of these before, I believe, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so I'm gonna hand over the controller
Alright.
and let you get a feel for it. Right away, you feel that it's cheap.
Well, it feels third party-ish, but
It feels cheap. So okay, let me show you that where the thumbsticks
yeah.
are, the surrounding silver panels
Mm-hmm.
come off, and that's where the batteries lie.
What?
Yeah, go ahead and take it off. Look, people who are watching this can't look, but the
Yeah,
panels
it
come
literally
right off.
just kind of pops off and.
And then you just pop it right back on, and and it stays.
Oh, no, it's-
And it doesn't even feel secure when you put it back on. It's just boom.
Yeah, it just kind of snaps.
You kind of feel it all over just to make sure that it's on.
Yeah.
You hear no click or nothing. But those triggers, man, dear Lord. Dear Lord.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
are definitely the worst triggers I've ever
Yeah,
felt.
definitely the worst triggers ever.
Yeah.
So
The
much
bumpers are they're suitably clickety, but no, dude, those analog triggers no good.
so go ahead and press the Ouya button, which is the centerpiece right there. This upward area right here, this all black
Yeah.
area on top of the Ouya button, is
Mhm.
actually a touchpad.
That's cool.
As of right now, Lego Batman and Splinter Cell are free. The entire game.
That's cool.
Right. So right now it's just a trial, and it requires a hardline connection.
What do you mean?
Meaning you could download the app wirelessly, but to play it, you need to be wired to your internet connection.
Really, no Wi-Fi?
No Wi-Fi for this particular PlayCast app.
Well, it is free.
For now.
I don't know. It's a hard sell later.
Okay, so another thing that's cool about PlayCast is that itself to the console. So right now it knows that you're using an Ouya controller, and it maps the game out, particularly to that controller. And on top, it shows you how strong your connection is in the top right corner, and tells you the quality that it's feeding the image through, which right now is at 720.
Guess I'll just do.
Go ahead and do spot 2, yeah. You get the feel of it.
Fans of billionaire industrialists
So
are
I
in
have
for a
noticed
treat tonight as
that there
frontrunners Bruce
tends
Wayne
to be
and
a
Lex
little bit of
Luthor
lag
face off at the annual Man of the Year
between
award
the
ceremony.
sound
I wonder if that's
Yes,
the
it's
game or the
Gotham's
controller.
very own
I wonder if
Playboy
that's the
philanthropist
stream.
versus some
most
bald
likely,
guy
yeah.
from Metropolis. Here at Gotham City News, we're rooting for the home team. Go Bruce!
Do you have any other Lego Batman games or Lego games?
I have Lego Star Wars Saga.
You have the complete?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
It took me a while. I had to track it down.
Have you played it yet?
Yeah, I played all the way
Oh,
through.
you have?
The non-greatest hits version.
Okay. I have it too.
Nice.
Yeah, I love that game.
Yeah, I did.
And it's the only Lego game that supports online multiplayer.
Really?
Yeah.
The other ones don't support
Nope.
online multiplayer?
Lex,
That
I'm
seems
surprised
like
you took
a
time away
given.
from your
They
presidential
would.
You would
campaign
think
and came
so,
all the way to
but they
Gotham
don't.
City for this.
How is that
Oh,
possible?
dear lady, as a nominee,
I
it's
don't know.
my
I guess
pleasure
somebody
and
like
privilege to
Damn.
was working there at the time and
Especially
was
if
like,
you
yeah,
win.
we need to have that. And then like someone hated on
And
them
now,
afterwards or something. I don't
ladies
know,
and
like,
gentlemen,
it should,
the
they
moment
they
you've
definitely
all
should have
been
had them
waiting
on all the
for.
games, but that
This
is the
year's
only
Man
game
of the Year award
Yeah, well, at least it's
goes
that game.
to
Yeah, the best
Bruce
one.
Wayne.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to check out
Next year,
Indiana
buddy.
Jones.
Oh yeah, so do I.
But other than that, I don't know. Like the thing was, I played a little bit of the first Batman one, and it had some frame rate issues. I was really surprised. I was like, this is supposed to be a nice, solid, constant 60 frames per second engine.
Who has been there for you? One man who has made it his mission to improve the lives of people around him. He has remodeled
They
our
had just recently
buildings,
announced Lego Batman
helped keep our
takes
banks
place-
free of unnecessary clutter.
Now, I'm actually looking forward to it, not just because.
You have always shown your
I know,
appreciation.
I liked
Batman.
Friday the 13th, with Jason Todd in space.
Yeah, but
I liked
Batman in space is kind
And
of cool.
why
It's different.
stop
Could be.
now?
Yeah, flying with Superman. They tease that in
Standing ovation.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see a lot of team ups
expect
building
that,
up
but
to that
I'll
movie.
take it.
Like, you're gonna
And
see a lot of
also
Batman and
everything
Superman
else.
propaganda going around. Yeah.
Riddle me this. What's green and found in your wallet?
Money.
No, not anymore.
Sorry to rain on your parade, my dear. Thanks so much.
Is that Mark Hamill?
No thanks.
No.
I don't want to get joy buzzed.
But that's
Oh, don't worry.
Clancy
I
Brown,
didn't
I
want to
think.
shake hands.
It's who?
I
Clancy
want your
Brown.
watch.
I think that's his name. The dude that
Nice
voices
running
Lex
into
Luthor in the
you.
cartoon.
Let's do it again
Justice League.
sometime.
Oh, we will.
What a night! Such an honor. Words fail me.
Yeah, what are the Superman villains are they? Other than,
Superman villain?
Ah, who am I kidding? When am I ever speechless?
Brainiac.
And what a
Apollo.
thrill to finally see myself on the
Darkseid.
big screen.
Lex
Look
Luthor.
at that face. It's like,
Doomsday.
what's he gonna say? What's going to come
Like
out of that
Halo.
mouth of his?
Huh?
Come like Superman.
That's why they
Except
gotta
for
make.
Doomsday.
Sorry to wipe that grin off your
They gotta
face,
make.
Joker.
Well,
You're not
Brainiac,
sorry.
Those villains
not
have been
sorry
around
at all.
for a really long time, but
Yeah, but like
they're
nobody
like
ever,
the lesser played ones.
Come and
nobody
get
ever talks about
me.
it. They were like,
Yeah, well,
It's
they
crazy.
only use like Luthor and General Zod in the
Yeah.
movies, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I think it's dope that Superman's gonna fight back.
Yeah.
Kill it, yo.
Wait, what the hell? I'm gonna
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Pardon me, sir.
Alright. Just kind of fucking around.
Yeah, it's cool. No, yeah, we're only gonna do and demonstrate. So it does.
It's pretty framey.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Sound is on.
Yep, the sound is off. That's what I was going to say right now too, is that it confirms that the sound is off.
That makes it virtually.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to like.
It's almost like frozen like that.
Right.
It goes back to my whole point of like, it's
So
gonna be
this-
like that. Why even bother at all?
Well, that's good that this is particularly free because they can like troubleshoot for future.
I wouldn't even waste my time. Like, that's the thing.
Even if it has sound off. Oh, you have to create the stairs. Go to your right.
You know, I'd rather like, honestly, it's cool, but like, I'd rather play like an old Superman or Genesis game. I'd rather play Super Bridge 2.
Yeah.
It's more fun. Just more solid fun.
Oh yeah, and this
This is cool still, but I mean,
yeah, and that's what the most people have been using Ouya for is
You stay
it's
away
nice
from
that
Mr.
this is,
J.
you can do this on your phone.
right for PlayCast. It's cool. I mean, like if you're on a budget and you rather, I
Must
guess.
be on some damn budget though.
Yeah, that's the thing too. It's like if you're gonna spend 70 to 100
Might as well
bucks,
just keep saving that money.
yeah, you might as well just save some. Yeah.
Like, yeah, this does get the job done technically, but goddamn. It's really rudimentary.
Yeah, and then like it's not even like I'd rather buy the game digitally to be honest with you than have to like maybe if I had a service that
Do what you want some
oh you gotta hold A or the bottom button. See that's the thing with the Ouya too. Yeah, you hold that and point it at her.
One more thing, sir.
She's gonna flip around to the other side. You gotta hit her again, and then she's gonna
One more thing, sir.
That's bullshit.
One more thing, sir.
If you're good enough, you should be able to get off a couple hits. Harley Quinn is cool.
Pardon me, sir.
Yeah, totally. She's awesome in fucking Arkham Asylum.
Sweet. So you get the hang of it. This is, Lego Batman. Same old, same old.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, that's the thing too. The controller spells Ouya. So, so it's kind of like instead of just having an X, Y, it's kind of like what am I doing?
Oh man, that's sick.
Yeah, the sound is way off. It's like a second behind.
You can't tell if like when you're hitting something if you're actually properly making contact with it.
Yeah, or if it's breakable.
If it's breakable. It's hard for me to not break everything in the or a big one.
No, that guy rocking. That guy, big
I just killed my. Oh shit.
Hide and seek. Batman!
Yeah, I'm way voice actor sounds so familiar. I'm trying to pinpoint who it is.
Guess I'll be back.
One more thing, sir.
Yeah, because I was thinking,
It's hard to tell.
what the hell did I just do? It's just because it's framing.
It's just because it's framing.
Yeah, the frame rate's too low. This is 60 frames per second.
Yeah,
And here it's like less than 30. Maybe it's 30. Yeah. Oh my god. Totally, like, if there's any need for a clear indication of why, you know, cell phone gaming is not totally legit. Almost unplayable, but it is. Look, no sound, dude.
Yeah,
No
sound's a
impact
big
from
thing.
distortion.
I think you gotta use that.
Two players. Like somebody asked to not be Batman.
Yeah. I'll be Robin.
No, we would trade on. Sorry. Dude, now they're
Huh? You killed him.
It wasn't totally.
I think this is ring just to glimmer. I don't think they do anything.
It's just weird to have something glimmer but not do anything.
I think Robin's got a tag team with you on the orange spark.
That's the tag team button.
I think you just grapple on and he'll get on the other one automatically.
Okay.
No, the other one's to your left. Yeah, those.
Yeah, take it off.
Yeah.
It's called shows and time. So many of those nuts and bolts and shit.
One more thing, sir.
You gotta get that last silver. Press A. You gotta stand in there and press A.
Excuse me, sir.
Go to the next table. Press U. You gotta break the wall right there. That's that shit.
There it works.
So he's Riddler's hiding in the wall right there. So you gotta break the wall open right there. And kick
Oh,
his
right
ass.
there?
Yeah, and kick his ass. See where it says press U?
Yeah.
Press U.
Oh, which one is you? X.
There you go. Now he's gonna move. And do it again. Now he's gonna go to the center. And do it again.
Oh, you found me!
Damn.
And kick his ass. No, I kick his ass. Wow, that sounded
Yeah, with the
way
sound,
off.
you can't really.
Yeah, you can't tell if you're hitting him or not.
Yeah. And when you do hit him, it doesn't still sound.
Okay, so that is Lego Batman in a nutshell.
Yeah, properly, it seems like it'd be fairly cool.
So now I want to show you Splinter Cell. Now you got
Alright.
the general hang of it. So go ahead and double tap the Ouya button. And go to exit game. Okay, now go ahead and go to my play. So the other free game that's available for the moment is Splinter Cell.
People love their Splinter Cell, man.
Yeah. So that was like, wow, Splinter Cell. That's a solid game. So
You like stealth?
I do. You know, ever since Metal Gear, I've been a big fan of stealth. You know, I'm a big Metal Gear nut too. So
Yeah,
to me, it was just like another evolution of stealth.
Yeah.
It didn't have like the story that Metal Gear has, but I think the stealth, some of the stealth elements, is a little bit deeper at times.
Probably, I'd expect it to be. It's probably like, seems like it's more realistic.
Right. So yeah. So this is the other free demo slash full game. Not, I mean, it's if you go under trials or betas in the Discover category or the Discover option, I should say, it's there. But yeah, I wonder how long these are going to be free for, or if they're going to start charging money for them. Because when we get to Batman, they probably won't let us play that, but you can see kind of like the model I think they're trying to go for, and I'm not a fan of it.
Continue the story.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just do what you have to do.
I always do, Sam. I always do.
Alright, who the fuck called me?
The thing you have to understand is this.
Yeah,
The Sam
speak for
Fisher
devil.
Union
Oh.
is dead.
Shit.
Nice.
America
Is he
killed
here?
him, asked
No,
him to
no. He's
make
been,
one sacrifice too many.
yeah, he's been really
cross
hitting
one
school pretty hard.
line
That's
too
good.
far.
Yeah, it's good, you know, but
We're gonna have to
Drunk
get
driver
Nick
killed
on a
some
future
anonymous
one of these
Yeah,
in the
who
future.
ran down his
Yeah,
daughter.
that's a guy who
yeah, he really knows.
we got to
shit.
get
He
on this.
really
Yeah,
knows
that guy
his
knows
life.
shit,
Yeah,
man.
he does.
If not for him, I wouldn't have
And
a
his
video card
agency
that
killed him.
outputs to my
Set him
TV.
up,
Oh,
turned
nice.
Yeah,
him
'cause he gave
loose,
me that video
and
card. I
told
still
him
use
to
it.
pull the
Cool.
I had
trigger
HD
on
in
his
my house. I was
best
like,
friend
fuck yeah.
in the dirty
And
New York
it
City
lets me play
basement.
Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, you do love your Left 4 Dead.
Irving
I do.
by Sam's hand
I
that
do.
day.
Yeah, so that's cool. A lot of people love that.
And so
Plus, it
did
has
Sam.
zombie clowns. That scares
Yeah,
the shit out
yeah,
of me.
they are
So he
pretty
left.
fucking terrifying, especially when
Yes.
there's a horde of them.
Left third
Yeah.
echelon, left the life he knew, left
But
America,
those are the
mom
most
and
memorable
apple
things
pie,
I found.
left it all behind. He hopped off the grid
Porter's
and
been
went
playing shit on
walkabout
that.
looking for a
He's always
reason to go
fucking-
on living.
Playing Left 4 Dead and shit.
Eventually,
Yeah, our
he
buddy
found
Porter
it.
is
He
avid
caught a
Left 4
whisper
Dead
in
player.
the wind
Absolutely.
that maybe his daughter's death hadn't been an accident.
I see those 3 dots, red dots,
He
all I
heard
think
a
is
name.
Predator.
And he found somewhere to go looking. A city called Valletta.
There's no stopping
It's
what
a
can't be stopped.
Excuse me, sir. Yes. Phone call for you. Please accept this.
No killing what can't be killed. That's Predator 2, sorry.
Dude, I love.
Sam,
Who is
Yeah.
this?
Yeah,
How did
see,
you find me?
graphics are pretty nice, man.
Yeah,
Give
they
me a little
actually,
credit, Sam.
you know what?
don't tell me you don't recognize my voice even after all this time.
I actually am semi-impressed
What
with
do you want?
the quality. There's
save your
just
life,
certain
we
things
can go
that
from there.
they need to
A team
fix
of armed
before
men
they
just
start
entered the
offering
building.
it at a
Absolutely.
price.
They're closing
Like,
in
the
on your
potential
position.
is
Unless you do
there.
exactly what I say, this will be a very short
do
conversation.
general basic things like
I'm not
sync
doing
with
a
the sound,
damn
you
thing
know.
until you tell me
Yeah.
how you
They shouldn't
found
even,
me.
you know.
That's
We're
important,
third echelon. We've got an eye on everyone.
you know. That's very important.
Look up.
Practically
You'll see it.
essential.
Yeah, because if your sound is off by a couple seconds, that's a difference from, you know,
Yeah.
living and dying in some games.
The whole point of games is gameplay.
Come
is
on,
that you
Sam.
play them.
It's starting to.
I see it.
Then I can take it back up
And
to
especially
safe
an old
altitude,
gamer
and you
like
can
me,
never
like you're used to like
You still haven't told me
You
how
know,
you found me.
100% accurate controls at the
Oh,
very
yeah.
least. Even if it's the shittiest game ever, at least on some capacity the screen movement shifts at 60 frames a second. I mean,
It's like the old days, huh, Grim?
you know, the controller response
Just
and all
like the
that
old
is
days,
just-
Sam. Are you carrying?
Yeah, but I'd rather not risk a firefight when there are civilians around.
That's very noble of you.
I
But right
remember
now, what
this
matters
game
to
was
me
in
is getting you out
development
of
for a
there in
really
one piece.
long
So
time.
get to that group of
like
boots right now,
nearly
or I
3
can't help you,
years.
Sam.
And in a lot of the shots, they had Sam in like a trench coat and like a hoodie and like all bearded out, you know?
Yeah.
And then like they had that for so long, and then like a year before the game came out, they scrapped all that design for it and just went like this look. The Abercrombie and
Good.
Fitch look.
Now let's get you a little closer to those targets in the light over there. Go cover to cover until you reach the luggage stand. Make it there, and I might be able to help you out.
I'm there.
Hang on.
You
I'm
think of
tapping
that?
into the city's power grid. That'll let me overload the transformers
Get
near you
some
and blow out
goddamn
those lights.
backup down here now. All right?
Hey there, kiddo. What's wrong?
I don't like the dark. It's scary. Turn on the light for me, please.
Come on, sweetie. There's nothing to be afraid of in the dark. Sometimes darkness is a good thing. Like when you want to go to sleep.
That's Michael Ironside.
I could go to sleep with the light on.
Wow.
That's his name, right? Michael Ironside?
Yeah, Michael Ironside.
He's done the voice for Sam Fisher for all the games.
No shit, really?
Yeah.
When it's light, you can't see into a place that's dark. But when it's dark, you can see what's around you much better.
Really?
Really. So if there's monsters or bad people around, you can see them. And if you're in the dark, they can't see you.
I can't see you either. Can you please turn the light back on?
Okay. Then how about this? There's one really cool thing I didn't show you yet.
There is? Show me.
Okay, here it is. When you're in the dark and your eyes get used to it, you can see all sorts of things around you really well. And then you can do stuff with them.
Like what?
Now take a look at your mobile. You can see it really well, right? If there were monsters standing underneath it, because I can see it, maybe I could make it fall on them and they'd go away.
And it would fall on their heads and they wouldn't be bad anymore?
That's my girl.
Daddy, what was that?
Daddy needs you to stay in bed now, okay? He's gonna shut the door and he'll be back real soon, all right?
Okay, Daddy, I love you.
Stay in bed.
There you go, Sam. Nice and dark, just the way you like it.
Think that's enough? Come here, I'll show you what's enough.
So hold L2 to aim, and then R2 is to shoot.
Jesus Christ! Shit! You wanna fuck with me,
And
asshole?
then you can click in R3, the stick, to zoom in.
Fuck! Come on, show yourself, fucker! Come out and show yourself, fuckface!
What do you got, man? You got anything good? This place is
Yeah, I might check
shit.
this out on
Yeah, you
console.
picked it, asshole.
Yeah, you
said
should.
we'd get a couple of thouies.
I have it
There's metals
downloaded
and shit we
digitally
could
because
fence
it was
in
on
here.
sale for like $5.
The lady that lives here is
Yeah.
hot. Maybe we could wait for her to come home.
Take it out and trade.
Now
Shit.
you're talking.
Oh shit.
So now you're in an execute move. So you'll press Y, or yeah, Y on the Ouya to execute it, and then you highlight with R1. So you move the cursor and press R1, and then you move it on to the other one, and it goes bam bam, and then press Y to execute.
Damn.
Yeah. It's cool.
That's tight. How do you do that again now?
Okay, so normally after like a hand-to-hand attack, or when you
hand-to-hand,
build up
right.
enough experience,
What did you do
it'll
to them,
prompt
Dad?
Sarah, baby, don't.
the ability to execute. It'll walk you through it again
Sam.
a couple times.
Doing, Daddy?
before they throw
What are
it.
you doing? Sam, talk to me. Sam? Sam, are you there? Come on, don't check out on me.
Graham.
Oh, there you are. They brought in some reinforcements, and the man calling the shots is with them. Get a hold of him. I'll ID him, and you can figure out what questions to ask.
Desert Eagle.
Shit, which gun is better?
I don't know. I think the other one has silencer on it.
Yeah, probably a lot of silencer.
Who's paying the bills on this one? Coben. Oh man, why we gotta keep working for this guy? His money's good. He's a punk. Granco should be running.
Yeah, it does have a silencer.
I've got an ID on the leader, Sam. His name is Dmitri Gramkos, a local street-level boss. He hires himself and his gang out on a regular basis.
Who's he working for now?
Why don't you ask him?
I think I will.
To your left. Take that cover right there, and then the guy in the blue closest to you is gonna walk towards you.
You see anything?
Yeah, just wait in that cover, and that guy will walk past you.
This Fisher guy's smart.
Just snap his neck.
Probably ran out the back.
What the?
Over there!
Over there! Oh, shit, man!
You're supposed to snap his
Let him
neck.
have it! Over here!
Get killed so I can do it.
That's cool.
I want to snap his neck, dude.
Let him have it! Reloading!
You'll have that guy right there.
Take
You
him
can't kill
down!
him yet. Kill this other guy. It'll be worth it.
Reloading! Look, look, look! Take him out! I'm going. Use it, you asshole! Gotta reload, guys! Gotta kill him!
Yeah, how many shots it takes?
$1,000 for the guy who kills Fisher.
All right, just get closer to him. You don't have to. You don't
Let him
have
have
to.
it.
Yeah, you can't kill him. There you go.
Take him down! Do this. I'm out of here.
All right, follow him.
Anybody
the other way.
else?
That door right there, that hallway. Him. Yeah, there you go.
Looking for me, asshole. No more playing around. Who sent you?
Fuck you!
Say.
Okay, enough.
All right, tilt the controller.
You wanna
a
know
little bit.
Sandy?
Yeah, you can see the.
It's Coben. Andre Coben. Runs drugs, guns, anything people want, he gets it for them.
Not good enough. Why does Coben want me dead?
If I talk, he'll kill me.
Go ahead and take him to the sink now.
He's crazy.
Ah!
He drove the car
Take
to
it to
hit
the
your
stalls
daughter.
right there.
Used to brag about it, you know? Heard you were coming, so he hired me to kill you before you killed him.
Those wooden
You should
doors
refund
right
his
there.
money.
Yeah.
Where do I find him?
Right there.
You don't understand. Huh? In the city, the old museum on King George Street. It's his place now. Guards out front and on the sides. Don't tell him I told you.
Oh, I'm not gonna tell him a damn thing.
Curious
So,
on Batman.
huh?
Curious on Batman.
We can. We're gonna throw that in real quick, but it's not gonna let us play all of it.
Yeah.
Because the intro to Batman Arkham Asylum
Yeah.
is 15 minutes before there's actual
Oh shit.
real gameplay.
Yeah.
And the timed trailer or the demo, I'm sorry. The timed demo is only about 10 minutes. So in the very beginning, you're literally walking the Joker through Arkham Asylum to his cell.
For a while.
And yeah, so there's no actual gameplay. So for a first game to do that, say, okay, this is going to be the method of that we're gonna. This is going to be the payment options and whatnot.
Yeah.
This is that's what they chose. So let's fire it up, see if it lets us do an extended playthrough real quick. Maybe we'll get a couple extra minutes, and then we'll wrap this up. And so this also, like we had mentioned earlier, is a paid game. It's not free. So the first 10 minutes are free, and then if you want to continue playing, you could rent it. Yeah, you gotta rent it for $5, and $5 allows 30 days. Now at that point, I'd rather just buy the Xbox version or buy it on Steam.
Yeah, buy it on. Yeah, if you're gonna do all this, you might as well just play the game on Steam.
Right. So see, the demo is only gonna allow us to play a minute and a half.
I guess that's one of the biggest problems with the Ouya.
And so I have to touch the touchpad to start it. So now this is playing off the Games for Windows. This is porting the Games for Windows version because you can hear the Xbox click.
Right.
And then you'll see the Xbox Live option. So let's run this real quick as we can before we run out of time. And I'll skip the little quick cinematic in the beginning. Not gonna let us do much because it's only a minute. And even with 10 minutes, you barely walk.
Love what you have in
place.
Yeah.
That's Warden Shop to you.
Basically just to show off the graphics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, Frankie, how's the wife and kids? You miss me?
Shut it, clown. A lot of people here really want to talk to you.
Yeah, it's surprisingly smooth considering.
But that's because there's no gameplay. You start moving around and stuff.
And the quality of the audio.
Yeah.
Not so tight, boys. You'll crease the suit.
Sure. Yeah,
get that filthy degenerate out of here.
Warden, something's not right. I'm going with him. Is Commissioner Gordon here?
Yes, sir. He's waiting for you down at patient handover.
That happened.
Got here just before you did.
And then just to show what happens, we don't have to
loves his cap.
Now, and it confirms the purchase, and there it is for validation. It's $4.99 to purchase.
You are about to purchase Batman.
Batman. This purchase entitles you to play the game for a duration of 30 days. Once that 30 days is over, it turns back to a trial.
This is ridiculous.
Right. So at that point, I mean, Batman Arkham Asylum does not take that long to beat.
But there's no reason to do this.
Yeah, like I'd rather there be a bulk service where for $15-20 a month, I can have access to over 100 games, like on live.
Even still, dude.
Or PlayStation Now is going to be something very similar.
You
where
can get Arkham Asylum for like $10 and
right.
own it forever. And
it was just on sale on the Xbox Live Marketplace for like $5 the other, like not even 3 some odd weeks ago.
For a much more playable, better version, likely.
Right. So we're not going to buy this, obviously. No.
The best thing about this Ouya thing is that
the best thing about
want to play Splinter Cell.
It made you want to play Splinter Cell. Yeah. The best thing about Ouya in general is the fact that you can play emulators. Unfortunately, we're not going to get to that today. Maybe we can do another show in the future with Nick, because that would be awesome to have him on board.
Yeah.
Shit will get real with Nick on board.
Yeah. He doesn't hold back.
Yeah. Nick doesn't hold back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're going to conclude this. Do you have any final thoughts that you wanted to express about what you just saw?
It's a fun little thing, it's a cute little unit, but
now this is just the PlayCast app itself on the unit. We're going to dive deeper into what the unit can offer in itself. This is not the best display of what the unit.
as far as the game, dude, I would say like if they could sync up the sound perfectly, and maybe because of the sound, I can't really quite tell how spotty the controls are, but for the most part, if they could tighten up those two things, it'd be pretty cool.
And that's
aside from the fucking whole rental thing for $5.
Right, that blows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want each game to do that. That would suck. That'd be too many games to keep track of.
It'd be absurd.
And what you said too, the other thing you touched on was really important because the audio is off. It feels like the controls are off. Like you can't tell if you're connecting to combos or if you're swinging at air.
Yeah,
you know, the fact that the controller lacks vibration, also.
Not used to no
rumble, so then
yeah.
you really have to depend on the sound.
Yeah.
And if it's going to be off even by a millisecond, you know, that's the difference between knowing if I got my hit connect,
right?
Or
if that was my problem,
or if I'm about to die and they're gonna counter that hit. You know what I mean? Like all those things come into play. Sound is
true
a big
precision.
Sound is a big deal, and even we were just playing Lego Batman, right? Or so I keep saying Lego Batman. We were just playing Arkham Asylum, and again the audio was slightly off.
Yeah, and the visuals look great.
The visual looks great, but the audio is the one thing that's probably holding it back. It's great that it's an option. It still has a long way to go.
Yeah.
I would like to see a service like OnLive legitimately on the device rather than a side route mod.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I think that would run smoother on the Ouya because they've had more experience with. I've never heard of PlayCast prior to this.
The problem is companies, willing to invest money into developing like patches or developing research into, making the games run better on the Ouya, depending on how big profit margin is going to be, and that goes into your installed user base. I don't know how it's been selling. That will determine everything.
I think they're selling pretty averagely. They're starting to disappear more from stores, but I think that's just because people are becoming aware of XBMC and the fact that you can download ROMs on it.
Yeah.
I think those are the two selling points of the unit, the big pushing points. Because now they have YouTube, they have Vimeo or the other app, and VLC player. But I could do all that stuff from my PC.
Exactly.
Or other devices that function a lot smoother.
Yeah, when it all comes down to it, like, again, why I have so many other great games to play, like, I don't have time to play mediocre, subpar quality, works.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's like somebody's, it's like uncompleted or something. It's just...
Right, yeah, it feels half-assed.
And that's cool, but I don't have time for that,
Right, if you're going to be spending the $5, you want to make sure that everything is on point. You're not going to pay $5 to participate in
Not
the
just
trial.
paying $5, but spending my time to play it.
Yeah.
I'd rather spend my free time playing something that's just better put together, more playable, just more accurate, just, like, has some level of standard. The sound is off. It's like renders it practically unplayable.
Right. That's a sound is a big part
of
just
a basic.
Any form of any
entertainment.
If you can't even
iron out that basic, then it's just like, the project is for the most part doomed from the start. You might as well just keep it on the drawing board until, everything else can catch up.
A lot of promise, definitely, but the sound is a major key point. That sound they gotta get.
Games don't do that. I've never really experienced something like that.
Yeah, that lag was really bad.
Yeah.
The audio lag was really
so
bad.
It soessounds like a little off, but it's not just a little off.
Lego Batman was the worst.
Yeah, that was just... You're just hitting stuff, and it doesn't even feel like anything's happening.
Until like a second later, you hear the explosion or the punch sound.
Satisfaction is gone. I need that instant, immediate, gratification.
So, you're an Ouya owner, theoretically. Okay, PlayCast. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Oh man, that's tough because they do some things really well. The graphics are good, but overall, it's just a thumbs down. I'm sorry because of that sound shit. Like
the sound kills it.
Unacceptable. Even though a lot of other factors are really good, that sound makes the whole thing unacceptable.
I think I'm gonna give it a Zangief style thumbs sideways.
I could thumb sideways it too, but slightly down if anything.
Yeah, because
for me,
I appreciate the effort.
Yeah. And there are some accomplishments.
Based on and it seems like they're on the right path.
Yeah, sure, I guess. But
the business model, the purchasing model, I should say, based on Batman, if any indication, is no go, especially if they can't get that sound on point.
Yeah, it's almost an embarrassment to the game itself.
Definitely. Well, we're gonna wrap this up. I want to thank everybody who spent the time to watch us jibber jabber about video games and other random nonsense.
Sorry for my bullshit gaming, but
no, it's great. It was great. It made for a great video. I'm gonna chop it up. It's gonna look smooth. Ernest, thanks again, man, for coming through, man. I really appreciate you coming through. We got to do this again sometime.
Definitely down.
With more people. Nick, I got another headset too, up to 3, so we could do 3 people.
Yeah, do like a round table, like a
round
table.
I got the round table there too, so
right.
we can get that popping. Dude, thanks. Really, I truly appreciate you coming to help me with this first one, because this first video I was having a hard time with, and I just felt all sorts of uncomfortable, and you could really hear it on the video. I had to delete it right now before we started this because I was just so embarrassed, and I was just like, you know what, it's not working. I can't talk to myself yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I guess that you need a little bit more of a script.
Real quick, Ernest.
Yeah.
Do you have any social network outlets or anything that you want to promote that people can follow you at?
If I were to promote anything, it'd probably be the Gaming Addiction.
Oh, well, thank you. Ernest,
pretty much.
Ernest is promoting my personal blog, so thank you very much, Ernest. High five to that, dude. No, but do you have a Twitter handle that you want to?
Sure, you can find me on Emperor Ernest, or Emperor_Ernest sometimes, I guess.
Sweet.
Whatever, Xbox, Twitter.
Under Emperor Ernest? Okay,
Emperor Ernest,
cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks again for coming, and thanks for everybody for watching us play through this PlayCast app on the Ouya. My name is Jason. I'm an editor over at WTF Gamers Only. You could find me at WTFGamersOnly.com or at my personal blog at thegamingaddiction.com. You could find me on social media at Moses, IVVIOC. And my voice just cracked when I said that. OC.
I always reminds me of that fool from Final Fantasy IX.
Which one?
The little fucking Orko from He-Man looking fool. The Wizard Vivi. Reminds me of Vivi and shit. Moses IVVI Vivi. Moses IVVI sounds like Vivi.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks like it too. It throws people off. They always ask me, is that Roman numerals or something? Part of the name is the mystery.
But it's really cool because it's wholly unique.
Yeah. I'll tell you what it is when we go off here. I'll leave people. It's part of the mystery.
Nice, I get those.
But okay, we're gonna wrap this up. Thanks for watching, you guys, and hopefully a second episode will be in the works shortly. So
get Nick on it.
Keep you guys detailed on that.
Night.
Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night.